he doesn't get a lot of, he's had a lot of movies that don't really give him an opportunity to show how good an actor is. And then when he tries to do a serious movie, a lot of people criticise him because I think they think like he should still keep doing, the fun sort of action movies. But no, he's a lovely person. We're very good friends. I really like him very much. And my experience was completely the opposite. Is, with iRobot, the movie has a lot more jokes in it than I wanted. Right? I was trying to make a more philosophical movie, and humour can sometimes. I don't mind a little bit of humour, but too much can get in the way of all that. And I said that to Will at the very beginning. I said, you got to know, I don't want this to be, the comedic kind of approach, And he said, that's exactly what I want to do, And we were actually, both of us were pressured by the studio to add more gags and humour, because they, Will Smith is a commodity to an audience. That's what the studio they paid him $25 million or whatever. He was the highest paid actor in Hollywood at the time, and they wanted that, what he's famous for. So they were pressuring us. He didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. I had a very hard time with the studio. Lived the worst experience with the studio ever in my career. But we were forced to do it. We could not do it. So we tested the movie once we'd finished it with all these jokes. We'd shot alternative versions because we were so convinced that we didn't want this stuff in the movie. We actually shot alternative scenes which didn't have the gags in them, And so I had all that material. But unfortunately for us, the movie tested outrageously well. Like, it was the highest. You know what a test screening is, right? It was the highest tested movie 20th Century Fox had ever had. Gladiator was very successful in the test screening. We were better than Gladiator, And so Will and I went, we're dead. There's no way they're going to let us take that stuff out because the audience laughed at every joke. They just totally ate it up. So we failed in our attempt to. But Will was completely supportive of my vision, and was just trying to make a great character and a great story. The thing is, my experience with a lot of big movie stars is they're storytellers, and you've got to shake them out of their comfort zone. You've got to prod them, push them, and get them out of their basic direction that they go in. But once you do, they all respond because they want to do great work, and they don't want to be typecast in their little slot because they're smart people. They know that that's not going to be popular anymore, So Will is definitely not that guy.
Will es un muy buen actor, de hecho, para él no fue nunca difícil trabajar con él. Piensa que a Will le cuesta cambiar de registro muchas veces porque cuando hace algo serio le critican, pero bueno, él es muy buen amigo suyo y le parece un actor maravilloso. De hecho, el guión de Yo Robot tenía más bromas, más gags de los que él y Will querían, y hablaron entre los dos, y realmente ninguno de los dos quería llevarlo al punto cómico, quería que fuese una película más seria, pero el estudio les presionó muchísimo porque querían eso. Realmente Will no quería hacer ese tipo de proyectos, pero le pagaba el estudio, además era uno de los actores mejor pagados en ese momento, y el estudio presionó para que hubiese ese tipo de gas, ese tipo de bromas en la película. Ha sido, según Alex, la peor experiencia que he tenido con un estudio nunca. Entonces, rodaron unas versiones alternativas de diferentes escenas, es decir, rodaron varias de las escenas sin los gags para hacer un pase de prueba a ver qué tal funcionaba la película. Claro, hicieron pase de prueba con la película, con todas estas escenas cómicas y los gags y tal, y obtuvo la puntuación más alta de una película de Fox nunca vista. La verdad es que funcionaron todos esos gags, la gente se rió, etc. Entonces, claro, una vez vio el estudio que eso funcionaba y la puntuación que habían obtenido, no les dejaron quitar las escenas de gags, que es lo que ellos querrían. Pero Will siempre apoyó su visión del proyecto. Él piensa que los actores son también contadores de historias, a los que les gusta salir de la zona de confort, una vez se sienten en confianza, y que son inteligentes y que no les gusta que les traten eso como idiotas haciendo todo el rato lo mismo.